it just destabilizes the entire region. And if you destabilize the entire region, then you have major global impacts on in terms of oil, just everything. It just starts to screw with everybody's economy.
And then even Israel becomes less safe.
Well, again,
and Saudi, because we're protecting Saudi as well. We're protecting that Ramco, that oil refinery over there.
Oh yeah, I mean we absolutely wouldn't let anybody mess with Saudi Arabia.
Oh, we created them. Well, us in England, we're the ones that gave them the pumps. We're the ones who drilled all that oil and set all that stuff up for them. They got a legacy of money just coming in straight from out of the ground, and we're the ones who dug the holes and put it all together.
Well, we did the same thing that China's trying to do right now. China's trying to do that in Afghanistan. You know, we'll build you we'll build you a hydraulic dam for free.
But we did a 99-year contract.
Right, all you gotta do is pay us back, and if you don't pay us back, then you default the entire thing, and we own it. That's all that is.
You know, it's funny. When I went to the Dominican Republic, I lived over there for a year when my grandfather got ill, and to go help him out. And they had a subway station in Dominican Republic. I'm like, yo, this is awesome. They're like, yeah, it's awesome, but it belongs to Spain. I said, what do you mean? They're like, yeah, Spain built it and has like a 99-year contract. They make money on it, and then after 99 years, they give it to us. I said, oh my God.
That's what the Panama Canal was.
That's amazing, huh?
That's business.
We'll build it for you. We'll charge everything, and then eventually give it back to you when it needs servicing.
And then after 98 years, they say, well, you didn't read the fine print.
Hey, you gotta give it to us, bro. We're good with contracts, man. We're good with the pen over here in the United States.
We should have gotten an NFT on the Panama Canal.
I know, right?
Yeah. So, anyways, to summarize, I guess, nobody goes to war just to be nice.
I know that whatever the military complex and all that stuff, but I just like to think that there's certain virtues that we do stand for when we go to war with countries. I don't think it's always based on greed or self, things to do with just us. I mean, I know that it's always labeled that way because a lot of people don't like the military. You know what I mean? There's a growing dissent for the armed forces in America. Me being a military, coming from a military family, we've always, like, you talk to my mom, my dad, and everything, we're like gun ho military, and we love the military. But then when I got out of the military schools and went to civilian schools for like 9th grade, I just remember people having like the weirdest thoughts about the military that I've never heard anybody say before. It was kind of like a little disheartening, you know.
Well, here's a thought experiment for you.
Yeah.
So, first I'll just say this by prefacing is we do a lot behind the scenes to try and affect change within countries,
right.
Clandestine stuff.
Right.
Overthrowing elections, trying to provide power to the people to overthrow their governments, destabilization of governments, all sorts of things, screwing with their economy, freezing their accounts. Here's a thought experiment for you. So there's a country, and they treat their people like shit. And we have the ability to start affecting change and getting that leadership out of there without war, just through clandestine means.
Right.
But at the same time, this really bad guy keeps another country in check, a country that we're concerned if we let them loose, they're going to invade a country we like, which has oil, which affects our economy. What do you think the U.S. government does in that situation? Do we overthrow the bad guy who's keeping the other bad guy in check, who could affect our economy? Or do we try and overthrow the bad guy to help the people beneath him?
I would say we go with the least resistance, and we would whichever one that would involve would involve the least amount of life lost, whether it was the good or the bad guy, right?
Well, what we would do is we would absolutely not destabilize the government of the bad guy who's keeping the other bad guy in check. That could affect our economy.
Right.
Because our first mission is to ourselves.
The means justifies the end in that situation, right?
Right. The point I'm making is our stability comes before doing the right thing.
That's a problem too. Like America's in a bad geological and economical place.
Well, nor should it be our sole purpose to be the global police. You got to remember, when you're being the global police, you're taking somebody's son or daughter and you're putting them in harm's way. You're grabbing some kid out of Indiana. He's 18 years old. He decided to go into the army to pay his way through college. And now you're going to send him to Rwanda. You're going to send him to wherever because some bad guy is doing some bad stuff to his people.
Right.
You know, is that proper allocation of military force?
That kid in Ohio won't die in vain, though.
Well, that kid in Ohio took an oath to uphold the Constitution. That kid in Ohio took an oath to defend the sovereignty of the United States of America. He did not take an oath to just go be a police officer. If he wanted to do that, that kid should have joined NATO or the UN.
Remember, both foreign and abroad. The threats, both foreign and abroad.
Right. So now, if that country is not a current threat to us, and that country is in fact keeping stability by keeping another bad guy in check, then
You know that thought question that you just gave me, right? That you gave the answer to. The answer that you gave, isn't that kind of the right thing to do, even though history may not look at us fondly? But that's the lesser of the two scenarios that would have the least amount of casualties, but not probably the most favorable look. Like, you almost have to take that L in a sense, right? Like, you're almost forced to do the way you just said, right? Like, don't make the bad guy fall apart, because then if he does, it'll create more problems than it would. Like, isn't that what you have to end up doing, though?
Yeah, the totality of bad guys that we have inserted into countries is a lot. You know, it's not. There's no country. There's no country on this planet that does anything just to be nice.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this, and this is maybe the wrong response, or this is just my personal opinion. My dad was in NATO. Okay, he was part of the NATO, but through the U.S. Air Force. That's why we were stationed most of our time in Europe, near Belgium, on the southern coast of, on the southern tip of the Netherlands, where Belgium met, where the United Nations, and I'm gonna tell you, maybe they brainwashed me. Okay, I'm not saying that I'm right. Maybe I'm brainwashed, but I believe that, and this may be sad to hear, but I believe that the spirit that we have in our country, as far as the democracy, the freedoms, we want, we help the weak, so to speak. We try our best. We're not perfect, like if you go to my mom's country in the Dominican Republic and you have Down syndrome, you're not getting a check. Nobody's helping you, right? If you're a kid who can't go to school, nobody's sending you to school. You're like shining shoes and you're living in abject poverty, right? Like the government helps you none at all, right? And all the evil that was in the world, especially with all those dictators in the 1960s and in the Mussolini era and all those in the 40s and all that stuff, for us to spread what we can as far as democracy and American ideals across the world, so that we can be a beacon or a measure of freedom, so that people in their own country can say, you know what, I want to live like the average person in America. And I don't want my government. And you know what? America is going to put a little pressure on these people, because I want more for myself. I feel like, in essence, those means justify the end. And I have no problem with us being the world police. And I think that we need to be better police. And I think we need to liberate North Korea. I don't think we need to allow atrocities like things in Darfur that were going on. I think that we need, when we saw what was going on with the Hutu in Africa, the African genocide in 1985, I think we should have stepped up a lot sooner. I think that we need to help countries because they, in sometimes, in essence, they're kind of trapped. The inhabitants of the countries got no say. Somebody's got to come knocking on your door. Like if we do nothing, we're also in a like how we did nothing during the war, like you said, the World War II, where they were going through Europe and destroying everything. Us sitting by doing nothing is almost like being an accomplice to the fact. And I think that we should do more. And I know that's not a popular viewpoint, and I can understand why. But I think that we need to liberate more countries. I think there are places where women don't have rights that we should go over there and put the pressure on them. And I believe that we should go and parachute down and knock on the doors of people who want to treat.
Yeah, I mean I appreciate the. Am I roboting or is he roboting?
You know.
Yeah, you're roboting. So I'll just say this, brother. I mean, the sentiment is great. The problem is,
right?
It's kind of like communism, right? The famous expression, communism looks good on paper, it doesn't work in real life. Well, so if you run around being the global police, I can give you some examples of how it fails. Look at Afghanistan, for example. We've been there 20 years. We just left, and they're already back to chopping hands off, shooting people. Women can't go to school. Girls can't go to school. Girls can't, learn to read, get educated past grade 6. They're going back to, the way it was. That's their country. Look at what happened. Look at what happened after World War II. Germany got split in two. There was the East and the West. One side was, liberal and free in theory. The other side, you've got, the gulag basically running around, arresting people. Scary place. The point is, as soon as you leave these places, you haven't necessarily fixed anything. You just kind of stopped it temporarily. And really what causes all this is tribalism. Humans by nature are very tribalistic, power hungry, and separatists, so humans like to have an enemy.
You talked about some of the perceived failures, but let's talk about how wonderful Japan is right now. You ever went to Neo Tokyo? These people are so happy over there. They're dressed up like anime. Okay? We put them on the top of the charts. Did you see how quick they rose from the ashes? They're basically their economy and everything. What about South Korea? They got K-pop stars right now. Everybody's happy over there. Yo, you know what? I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you on that aspect. I would never say that that's not true, right? I believe we should be taking care of ourselves first, right? I agree with you 100%. You are 100% right at that, brother, and I agree with you. We do need to do a lot here, and we could, and also help other people. But that internal thing, that has a lot to do with our politicians promising us things, stealing from us, lying from us, right? But I do believe that. I'm just saying there are examples of countries that did benefit from the aid of America and do have a lot more freedoms in their country because we went over there and opposed regimes or dethroned people. And yes, there are instances where we, especially lately with this Iraq war, with the Afghanistan. Remember, they had a different political. They weren't going in their hard body. They were playing all kinds of, they got to shoot at us first, and we got to go by all these rules. We got to fight the bad guys. We got to follow the rules. They don't. It's not like it's that easy to fight bad guys who have no rules, and you got to follow all these rules, because even if you're over there to save the country, you can still get court-martialed. So, and they have no repercussions other than death, but you can go to jail out there trying to defend another country, and you slip up and do something stupid. So I believe that when you're fighting evil, right, but what I'm saying is, whenever good meets evil, evil doesn't have rules, and good has to play by the rules. So evil has a slight advantage over good, and evil always culminates itself around good people. So you have to worry about the collateral damage when you go try to pull out the bad, because there's a chance you might kill the good while you're pulling out the bad. But because bad has no rules. You know, so that's always the dichotomy of war, is that the bad people will do everything they can to put the good people in a moral dilemma by saying, what are you going to do? You're going to come into the city? We're all in the city. You know, if you try to drop that surgical bomb on me, you're going to hit this lady over here. Like, that's why they go into those places and hide. So that's kind of part of the problem. You know what I mean? But you just can't stop fighting for freedom just because the bad guys know how to psychologically disarm you, because they know your morals, and they just, all they need to do is just play your morals against yourself when they've got nothing to lose. You still gotta break in the building. You still gotta bomb the car. Like, I believe that the world's a better place because America has created that atmosphere. And even our media, even though it's kind of screwed up nowadays, but even like the way that we used to project ourselves in the 80s on television, as far as like the classic family and people having that, a lot of people in third world countries used to see that. Even in Europe, when I lived in Europe, they used to be like, oh my God, America's so great. I remember in the 1980s when I lived in Europe, Italy, and Germany, bro, they loved us. They loved us, bro. They were like, yo, America's the best place. They love the impression. They love the impression of us, not necessarily the reality of us, right? But we're out there trying to sell a ticket too, right? It's a big show, right? Life's a big stage, right? We're out there trying to say home of the brave, land of the free. Not everybody's free. Not everybody's brave. But we got to keep up the facade, right? What do? Act in defeatism and say, yeah, no, we're not that courageous. Yeah, of course, man. Everything in life is fake it till you make it. That's like, what are you supposed to do? How do you get invited? How do you get invited into the meeting if you don't have the suit? Of course, bro. Of course. I mean, it's sad to say that, but I mean, people, you know, it's just like dress the part, right? You got to get the job. You got to buy the suit, right? You know, you might be a good guy. You know, nowadays, if you're trying to court a beautiful woman and you love her and you want to do everything in the world, you can't show up looking like Willy Bobo. You got to dress up and clean up, right? You're still the same guy no matter what you put on. First impressions, and you know that's what we're in this for. Because nobody's perfect. Anything built by human beings has a large failure rate. You know what I mean? But we have to still try. So I totally applaud people who do that. And you know, the one regret that I ever had in my life with my dad being in the military, me growing up, is that I wasn't in the military. One of the biggest regrets I ever had in my whole life is not being in the military and doing my part. Because I was an asshole out there smoking bud and chilling and partying. You know, I lived in military bases and I was so confined to rules my whole life that by the time that my dad retired, I was just like, dude, I don't even want to go through all those rules anymore, man. I'm trying to have some fun. You know what I mean? And I kind of wish I did. But I understand your personal point of view of our shortcomings, though. But I don't think we can avoid that, because hindsight's always 20/20, and it's easy to go back, and they got all these guys with revisionist history, and they go back and they say, oh, you know, this was really going on, and then what do you really even know? How do we really know what's going on when everybody's got a conspiracy theory? You know, it's crazy. Can't stop trying. I don't know. But this whole China situation, I don't know what the hell we're gonna do about that. We let that situation fester beyond control. They're shaking their fist at us nowadays. They're not even subconsciously making threats. They're making verbal threats. Ohio. Is it that bad over there in Ohio, man? Like it. Oh man, that sounds like FLA. That sounds like Florida. That was what we used to say. We used to say, "Come back on a violation." We used to say, "Come on vacation, leave on probation, come back on a violation." Oh, you might want to move to New York, man. We got lawlessness over here. There's not even a bond system in here anymore. You don't even go to jail. You don't even go to. They took away bonds. There's no bonds. You just get off your release, dude. You're out in 45 minutes. They invaded an. They invaded. Listen, they invaded an apartment. I remember I saw this on the news. I couldn't believe it. They found all these duffel bags of like twisted up fentanyl, like right, almost like $300,000 worth of drugs on the table. They arrested these people, and an hour and a half, all of them were outside. Yo, you fight, you get into a fight, you get into anything, you're gonna see that man 45 minutes later on your block. You know, remember the fucking frisk? No more. That was called racist, and now everybody's got a gun except for the good guy. Right, because you can't even have a gun in New York unless you're like a movie star that applied for like a license 5 years ago and knows like you know, you got to know fame, you know, people in the government and all that kind of stuff, and they get in trouble all the time for like trying to speed up like celebrities or famous people, and they get caught trying to get them like gun permits in the city because it's super hard. It's like a lottery, but everybody's got a gun. That's what that's that whole situation with Lil Wayne. Remember, he got caught with that gold gun, and Trump had to give him a pardon. Yo, that was awesome, bro. He done took Kodak Black out of there too. Ain't nobody gonna talk about that. Oh, really? Ain't nobody talking about that, bro. Good for you, man. Oh, good for you, dude. I worked for him for 2 years. I got pictures and everything with him, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. I'm with you 110%, man. Hey, you know what though? I'm not the kind of guy that won't say Joe Biden's my president. I say, okay, you're my president. That's cool. I'll do whatever you want to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, but I respect you. You don't have to be.
Nobody
What?
cares.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I
but
thought it was.
yeah, it's already too late, bro. He's already been elected.
Yeah.
Bro. I just think that Trump's gonna come back anyways in 2024. So just let
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah. Why would it even matter if he
dude
comes back
write
in
it out.
2024? Why? You know what the best thing for him to do right now is? Sit there, let all this administration waddle in mud. Let them get so dirty with everything that's happening, people losing jobs, crime rate. Just let them, everybody's gonna want to vote for whoever is not these people. So if I wanted to presidency, I wouldn't be messing with anybody right now. I just let it go. I just let them burn down everything, and then obviously the people will want. Explain. Yeah. Right. Yes, I do. We were basically under like a mortgage of. Okay. I mean, but what you're saying though is, listen, I'm with, listen, I'm in the same side as you. Obviously, we both voted the same, but I really don't think that anything's going to change until the next election year because it's too far gone. It would, right? We could win. The primaries can be won, but I'm talking about the presidency can't be overthrown right now. I mean, it is what it is. You just, you know what would happen if that happened? It would. I'll tell you something right now. If that were to even happen, do you know what that would cause? That show. I'm imagining there will be bloodshed on the streets. I did hear all that, but what I'm saying though is like they already basically put the guy's living in the White House right now. They're not gonna evict. They're not gonna take the guy out of there, bro. You think they're gonna tell this guy, hey, listen, you're out of here. This guy's really in here. Like, what? How is that even? That's really. No. What? Of people getting handcuffed, but who was getting handcuffed? Wow, man, you got some intel that I'm not aware. I mean, I'm on the same side as you, but I didn't I don't understand why that would be good for America. I think we need. Yeah. Okay, okay, I'll get on there. I don't want to talk about that here. I don't want to, but I just rather just let this guy do his 4 years. To me, it don't really matter. I'm all involved in crypto right now. If he messes up the economy, it's only going to favor crypto for me. The way I look at it, the worse he does, the better it is for me. Heard that. But I heard the CIA created Bitcoin. I've heard that, but that's all allegations. Like nobody's ever proved or disproved it. I guess so. What do you mean? What? What do you mean by that? Boy, your rabbit hole is deep, dude. No, pause. Pause.
Bro, you ain't been talking to him for like 2 days. You ain't seen nothing yet, bro.
Yo, bro, I didn't even have an idea that what I was stepping into. I didn't know crypto follows all. Crypto is, boy, crypto's crypto. I didn't know those roads. I didn't know those roads intermingled, bro. That would you see? Do you see Bitcoin going to zero? Right.
Good evening. Hello.
Wow. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, everything's in a sense, everything is plausible, but I mean, I'm just like, for something like that to happen, for somebody to get ripped out of office in the middle of their tenature or whatever, and then for the American public to see that happen, and the people around the world to see us destabilized like that, I don't think it would be good for us. As much as you know,
The one thing that made us look really bad was all the riots and stuff like that. Like
yeah,
China is like looking at us like you're supposed to be all stable and on point. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm sure.
yeah, man. That's funny because I see those guys all the time in Union Square Park. They're there all the time. Like that's where it's like that's where they live basically. Um, they're not friendly people, man. Well, I heard the conspiracy comes from that one guy. What was his name again? The one that's yeah, Soros, the bankrolling everything. That's I mean, that guy is a funny guy. I seen an interview with him one time about it was horrible, man. Yeah. They asked him one time. They was like, okay, so you're Jewish, and he's like, yeah, and he was like, and you were in the during the Holocaust, you were going around pointing out who the Jewish families were for the German soldiers to get. He's like, yeah. So was that hard for you? He goes, no, that was the best part of my life. I was like, what? Did you see that? It was like, what did he just say? Oh, he was like, I felt the most alive. I felt like I had to survive, like I was alive, and the guy who's interviewing him is just like stuck, like he doesn't know like what he's supposed to say next because he's trying to like find a way out of that scenario because and the guy because remember Soros has what did he do? He devalued the European currency. Like this guy's the super bear. Like this guy collapses economies for profit. Like this guy's all about the money. This guy's all about the money. Yeah, that guy right there. I don't even think he really. I mean, to be honest with you, I think he's above politics. I just think he's just straight green. I think that man is just about money. Right. I think that guy's just all about the money. Like he's just play. Like the whole world is like crypto to him, and he just. Oh, I watched it. I watched all of it. Oh, bro, that is yo. I wish there was two seasons, man. When that season was over, I was like, oh no, yo, that was something else right there, man. Yo, dude, yo, he was pretending to be senile and everything. Yo, that was awesome, bro. Bro, you know what? In certain senses, man, it's kind of an allegory of a true story that rich people they really kind of don't care which way things go because they got bets on both halves. But oh, it's a good one, man. It's good, dude. If you like that, you're gonna like that other one called Alice in Borderland. Yo, it's something like the same like that, except it's with instead of that being rich people, it's something like aliens, and it forces them to get into games against themselves. No. I'm not joking. It's a game. It's a movie. It's the same principle of like getting people to like have to like go against each other or work together. and basically you're forced to kind of like, even the bad guys are like have bombs around their neck and they're forced to be bad, so they don't even want to be bad. You know what I mean? And yo, it's the same. It's under the same principle, man. It's a good movie. You're gonna like it, man. If you like Squid, you're gonna like that. And I got like 4 or 5 what do you call it, series. So you can it's a good binge right there. Yeah, me too. I couldn't stop watching it, man. I couldn't let it go. I couldn't let it go, man. It started off kind of corny, you know. I was like, where's this going? And then when that, yeah, yeah, you know what? Yeah, when I saw that doll with the eyes and the machine guns, I was like, what? I was like, no, this is, bro. That what? But who makes that movie? That's not an American movie, right? Isn't that like Spanish or something? Say what? Yo, that movie that I told you, that the Alice in Borderland, it's also Korean. You know what? I like Korean movies, man. Yeah, it's a Korean movie. It's Alice in Borderlands. Yeah. Yo, yo, Koreans, man, they got it. They're coming. They got their movie game up is tight. Like they're starting to have better plots than our movies. Yo, bro. You know what? You know what movie I saw on Netflix that really threw me for a spin? Did you see that one movie where they all lived in this like hey, what was the name of that movie where it was like an elevator that went up and down? It was, remember the one where it's like an elevator that goes up and down and puts you in a room and you have to be stuck with that person for like there's like food on this.
Nope,
No.
no clue. Sorry, I don't remember.
Dude, I'm gonna look it up and I'll send it to you, man. When you see this movie, it's like you're like, whoa. And it was also, I think, no, it was an Italian movie. It's an Italian movie. But Platform. It's called Platform. Dude, the whole thing is that you're in a platform. Everybody's in a platform. There's like 600 platforms, right? And they put a whole bunch of food on this platform, and they start lowering it down to each platform, right, according to numbers. And you have a certain amount of time to eat that food. And by the time it reaches the bottom, sometimes there's no food. So the people at the bottom sometimes have to eat each other. And every 20 days or something, they give you a new number, and then you have to survive on that platform. Yo, bro. Yo. Dude, it was like a Saw movie. It was like a, you know, like Saw 5, but like 5 times the type of, yo, man. And then people had to work together. They're like, we can all survive if everybody only eats a little bit of food. But you know that never works out, right? People are like, bump that. They like, bump. People like, bump that. You do that. I'm eating my food. Like, yo, I used to be on the bottom floor. So it has that whole thing where you're trying to convince people to share, but then they may not want to share. But the people on the top with the first food, yo, they're eating caviar. Like, they put the best food on there, bro. Like, they're putting like the highest quality food. Yeah, I never even watched Netflix until the pandemic came. I never watched any shows or anything. I just literally watched The Walking Dead. I never even seen that until the pandemic.
Wait, were you just talking about a movie where like it's a level, like a elevator that goes down with the food? They put all the good food and then it goes down a level each time.
Yeah.
And that shit was fucking crazy, bro. You gotta watch that, DaReal. That shit was fucking insane.
Yo, that left me emotionally scarred.
Yeah, ditto, bro.
never ever in my life want to be put in a situation like that.
Yeah, they were trying to eat each other by the time it got to, because they knew they were so low on the levels that then they're not going to get nothing by the time it gets down there, and they were just pretty much cannibalizing each other. Like 1 or 2 people on each level, but there's like 70 levels, and they cook this big old buffet and then put it on this big old cement elevator that goes down a level each time, and you're allowed to eat as much as you want, and then leave whatever for the next level. But by the time it gets to where you at, dude, there ain't nothing left, and people are like screaming, like, please leave me something on the damn thing, bro. We haven't eaten 3 days. They're like, fuck you, and they go and piss on them, and it's pretty weird, bro.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, man. And they had that one girl, remember? She could like go to every level. She was like a ninja.
Yeah, she was like a ghost or something. That was weird, bro.
Oh yeah, man. They made her mad mysterious. Like she was the realest one out of all of them. And that,
Yeah.
and they, you know what? Another Korean movie. There's one called Alive. That one too is no joke. Those Koreans make awesome movies, man. I had no idea. I've never watched Netflix till the pandemic.
Predictive
I mean, I can't.
programming, bro. Predictive programming. Yep.
What, like Hunger Games? You know, that's what all that's like, right? All those things that we watched, it's all kind of a Hunger Games type mentality,
The
right?
Purge could happen, bro.
I never seen that movie. You know that?
Oh my god, you need to watch that, bro.
What, The Purge?
Yeah. AK in his hand.
Listen, this is how far I've been out of programming. I actually, during the pandemic, watched Game of Thrones for the first time in my life and binge watched it. I never even seen it. So, like, no, it's I don't even know how to explain it. It's kind of like, remember Spartacus? It's kind of like Spartacus, and then remember HBO had a series called Rome? Like Spartacus, Rome, and Lord of the Rings, I guess, all wrapped up in one. Yeah, because everything was kind of okay. I was like watching it, and all of a sudden dragons came out. I'm like, what the hell? Dragons? How did dragons just show up? Like, it just threw me for a spin. I had no idea that there were even dragons in the movie. I just thought it was like a realistic movie of, like, they're trying to make it look like the Dark Ages or whatever, like, but yeah. Yo, you know what the most gangster moment I seen? When that one lady with the dreads, remember she was walking, she was the first time they ever seen anybody walking with the dead. Remember yo, and she just came walking through and she had those 2 people with like chained next to her. Yo, bro, when I saw that, I was like, man, there's nothing more. Yo, this lady right here, bro. Yo, when I saw that, I'm like, yo, this lady is the realest. Like, yo. Oh, what you talking about? That which is the? Oh, yo, oh yeah. That guy right there was like a combat elite right there. That guy like, oh man. Yeah, but where did he go? He disappeared, right? He just walked off. Yo, I kind of got mad because remember he started saying like, from now on, I'm not killing anybody. I'm just gonna hit him with the stick. And literally, that dude was not dying. He was like, people had guns and everything. This dude had a stick. He's just beating up everybody with the stick.
Never underestimate the stick.
Oh, he came in at the right moment. Never underestimate the stick. Gucci Fibonacci.
Gucci Fibonacci.
aka the Golden Denari.
No, no.
So if you like those zombie type shows, I heard HBO was supposed to be making The Last of Us into a show.
I like zombie movies. I think I like the play between the characters because at one point in The Walking Dead, I forgot that there were zombies. I was like caught up in the drama.
Isn't The Last of Us, isn't that a PlayStation, Xbox game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it was really, really good. I was surprised with that.
No, it's like a
That
zombie
game won a lot of awards, actually.
That was the one where at one point in the game you get to hunt like the deer and stuff with the crossbow or with the arrow.
I don't know.
I think that was in 2.
That was in what?
Oh yeah, that is with the bow.
Yeah, where you're the girl and you got to go out and like get food or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what part you're talking about.
That was realistic.
That was probably one of my favorite storylines.
Me too. I actually felt like I was part of the story. I lost myself in that story.
When the kid turned into a zombie, and then the guy offed himself.
Man, I'll tell you too. Remember, did you guys play that Modern Warfare, the campaign?
I was never big into the campaign.
Oh, you just went straight to the multiplayer when you turn it on, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Modern Warfare got a good campaign. It got a campaign that makes you feel like you just went through war and you get shell shocked and everything.
You know, I ain't gonna lie though. I played some of it, but I didn't really like play it all the way through. Like, I remember I played the scene where you're in like a C-130, just raining down on people.
Oh.
Scott, I need you to help me get Dark's Con in. Do the speaker thing.
Oh, you need me to? No.
No, I'm trying to get assistance here, you motherfucker.
I sent him an invite. Is he in?
He's in here, bro.
Let me help him out.
I'm trying. How do you do the balances again? I thought I did it right. I'm trying to see.
That is right.
It didn't work though. Okay, so I got 23 cents worth of Doge that I'll send to him if you guys want to kick down the rest or help me out.
Hey, what is the concept behind the airdrop? What does that mean when I see that on the Discord? Am I supposed to push the button really fast and win something? Like I don't understand.
The airdrop. So when they drop, if you click on the icon, then you can receive part of that reward.
And it's just like a reward. Just where does it come from though?
Us.
Oh, it's kind of like everyone puts it together, and then it becomes up for grabs.
No, like you send money to your wallet.
Okay.
And then if you feel generous, you could tip, or you can do airdrops.
It's real money, bro.
That's a person doing it. That's not the Discord throwing like the system. That's a person.
Like those coins that you're getting 1 million of that aren't worth nothing. I mean, yeah, they're worth nothing, but the XLM and Doge, yeah, that's all real.
Oh no, I love XLM. That's my favorite coin. Well, Doge and XLM. Did you hear what Akon said the other day about XLM? basically Akon has 80 million. He's worth $80 million, right? He got on BitBoy, that YouTube channel. Well, BitBoy doesn't like XLM because of Jed Khaled. So anytime anybody mentions XLM on the BitBoy YouTube, he downs it. He's like, I hate that coin, because he's just against it because he doesn't like the founder, who used to be part of XRP, right? So Akon gets on there, and Akon's talking about his A-coin, which he's starting a city in Africa where he's gonna help the people be excuse me? Yeah, he's basically creating an entire city where they're gonna have their own cryptocurrency called the A-coin, which is on the Stellar Ledger. So when he tells that to BitBoy, BitBoy goes, "Oh, I didn't realize you were in Stellar. We don't like Stellar around here." He goes, "That's okay, you know, things will change." He goes, "No, we don't like that." And then he goes, "Hey, listen, do you own any Bitcoin?" To Akon, and Akon goes, "Yeah, I used to own a lot of Bitcoin, but I sold it all for Stellar." And it just and BitBoy's face just dropped. And he goes, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, if you knew what they were doing around the world with these governments and in Africa and all over the place, you'd be." And he goes, "Is that financial advice?" And then Akon goes, "Yeah." And then he stops him. He goes, No, you can't say that. You can't say that." He says, "Well, if you don't want to call it financial advice, call it life advice." And then really quickly, BitBoy tried to end the segment. Because, a guy like Akon, you're worth $80 million. You don't bite your tongue, right? You don't got time for that. You speak, when you got a certain amount of money, you speak with authority. You don't even care what anybody thinks. And he was just standing there proud. Just looking there. He's like, "Yeah, man, you better get on that XLM." Man, XLM's doing those deals with IBM, WorldWire, Hyperledger, Visa. When those institutions get regulatory clarity and they jump in, you're about to see a parabolic rise of a magnitude unimaginable. You can quote me on that later on when that happens.
What up, Dark?
That's what's up. Shit, man. Chilling.
Yeah, watch the episode though if you get a chance. You'll see.
So what have you been up to, Dark? You been working your ass off or what?
Yeah, man. Yup. Going crazy out here.
How's the humidity?
Oh, it ain't bad. It's getting nice here, but in PA. Nah, man, it's going good, dude. I had a little fuck up a couple weeks ago. Well, a couple weeks ago, I was doing a long on XRP, and I got liquidated like instantly, even though I had like 3 different stop losses. Not one of them hit, and I just got pumped out. So I got a little setback there. But
Can we get some TA on Matic?
Were you doing 100x, Dark?
20x.
It's going to the moon. There's your TA.
So don't go straight into it. That's what DaReal taught me.
I should have only used 2% of my account. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
Do low leverage and then work your way up.
I gotta watch some videos on how to make sure your stop loss does not get terminated. You know what I mean?
You should be doing bots while you're working, bro. Just set your perimeters and then go do your thing. Come back.
Bots.
Can't be that tough, bro.
I'm
There's a
pretty good
bunch
with
of
the
dudes
bot.
that use
Hey,
it.
I just don't like them.
all you do is
You
fill
can just-
AI parameter.
You set up your top and your bottom and set it running. I trade first BTC pair, and I'm just always gaining coin, whether it's BTC or the coin that I'm trading against. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
Kinda. Can you maybe elaborate a little more?
All right, say I'm trading. So I got one running Solana versus Bitcoin. When Solana goes down, when Bitcoin drops 10%, Solana drops 15%. Buys more Solana. And Solana goes up 20%. sells it for Bitcoin. So whichever one's valued higher, it's selling and buying the
What do
ones
you? What bot
that's
do you
lower.
use to make these transactions?
Scap.
Oh, okay. All right. I see what you're
Bitscap. Okay.
saying.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do it like that on Bitscap.
It's just whatever trading pair.
I see.
I mean,
Interesting.
you can do it with like USDT,
Yeah, but fuck
right?
USDT. I got you. Fuck yeah, that's cool. I
Uh,
never thought
but
about that.
and I do that with some, but yeah, that's like my way of gaining coin during like this
That's pretty
downturn.
smart. That's actually extremely smart.
Yeah, I never really thought of it like that. It's actually a pretty good idea. I mean, I know. Yeah, definitely have to try it out.
All right, maybe. I don't know.
If
I
you're
don't.
not up to it, it's not a big deal. I could always look into it myself.
It's not that hard to set up. I mean, like, I do trailing up and down because I really don't care if it's buying and like at least on the BTC and Solana, or
It's
when
just,
I'm trading versus coins, I don't care. However high or low it goes, it doesn't really matter. I'm getting more coin every time it
so
sells. It's just
are you just
when
spot trading it then?
it's on a bot. Yeah,
Okay,
well,
so you're on the bot. All right, never mind.
I spot trade versus BTC. I have that set up too. I'm using I did that because I can only run 5 bots and I have Solana and BTC in an account and I turned off that bot to turn on a different one.
Do you fuck with 3 commas at all?
I did. I set that up in I don't know. I already had Bitscap like running and looked at 3 commas and I don't know. I just never.
It's a different trading style, and it's a lot of people. It takes a little bit of getting used to, I would say, because you gotta learn like all new trading strategy over there.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have indicators that I had like written and stuff, and I was trying to like set that up to run my indicators and all that, but yeah, I never did quite get it.
I need to get back on the bot though, because I do like them.
I mean, we market's been going down, and for however many days, and my bots are running, and they making me money in a downturn. So, that's good for me. I mean, it's not exactly making money. The coins are all still worth less. There's more coins than there were when.
So you can
Right.
you can sync those things up like with Coinbase and stuff like that, or is there limitations?
As long as you have an API key on your exchange or whatever you're using.
Yeah, I have Bitscap connected to KuCoin, to Kraken,
nice.
to Gemini, and to Coinbase.
So you do use Coinbase. All right, cool.
Yeah, and there's a lot of other exchanges too. Those are just the only ones I have.
Do you have to pay a monthly charge for that bot, or do you just buy it right out?
Yeah, it's well, it's $20 a month for their like lowest one.
Isn't it like
and
a
there's
month free, though? Like a month
there's
free?
there's a trial. Yeah, there's a trial. Well, if you want, I can I think there's a code that I can put in.
But you're obviously grossing more than $20 because, or else you wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't.
Yeah, I get $20 in like 2 or 3 days, and I've got
Oh wow.
$1,000 in bots.
Making money while you sleep.
Yeah.
I need a referral message board in here for referral codes. We don't have one yet. We'll get one.
I'll create one.
Yay!
Yeah, there is a referral thing. I'll put it on.
It's short and long for you, right? It switches. It's short and long.
No, no. Well, if you have Binance, you can run a futures bot, but I don't. I'm in Texas, so I don't.
It's set up in such a way it's like 50 buys, 50 sells, and it plays off of like statistics. So it's a little bit, I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of weird.
They
Who's
call that like
trying to boast?
rebalancing or something.
Who's trying to boast the referral code?
I mean, I can put one in there. The painter.
Okay, Dab.
The painter.
Okay. Okay. Just because I just created the section, I just wanted you to be aware of it.
Oh, sweet. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you guys
there is a trial for, I don't know. I think it was like for a month or something. Let's see.
Dream. You like that KDJ, don't you? That shit's, I love that indicator.
What is KDJ?
It's like a random index. It's kind of like EMA in a way. It's like EMA's. It's hard to, it's a little bit different than EMA's, but it works really well. I used to use it on the KuCoin app, and it was, you can kind of see like when you can see the indicators kind of go crazy for a second whenever you're expecting some sort of wild move, and you can kind of read it to some degree. As long as you're reading it with other indicators, you can then. I just kind of winged it because I used it on the KuCoin app. I'd never really looked into it, but I think it's just like a random number indicator. I'll have to look it up again. It's been a while, but
Yeah, I'm not allowed to look up new indicators right now because the last time I did that, it mind fucks me and I don't know why. Like it just like resets my entire brain and I have to like
really,
relearn everything. Yeah.
I just look at the things for like days and days and days, and I'm like, wow, what's this? Oh, look what it did here. Look what it did here.
So
Look what it did here.
if you have an open mic, please check.
Yeah, it's that one guy that was doing the referral code. You can hear him breathing.
The painter.
I'm sorry. I moved my mic out of my face.
Perv.
It's basically a volatility indicator.
Oh, I got plenty of those.
Yeah.
Volatility indicators are like a dime a dozen.
Yeah, that one's pretty unique though, I would say. And there's a couple other like the triple RSI is pretty. I really like that indicator, and I haven't yet to put it on my page, but I see other people use it, and I'm just like, damn, that thing is so clean.
I got a triple something that is on my top step. I can't get it anywhere else, but it's on my top step. And it pretty much just kind of looks like almost like a MACD, but different, like a buy sell indicator.
Probably the market cipher, sounds like.
It's called. I'll be in there in a minute, and I'll tell you for this call. I'm gonna do some pivots on minis tonight, so. I tried to look it up and see if it was available on TradingView, and it's not there. So I think it's just a community indicator that's on Top Step.
FYI, there's a airdrop for Litecoin on General. I like Litecoin. Thanks, Captain.
Woohoo!
Tell you what, man, I'm addicted to this EMA ribbon. I like the EMA ribbon, the freaking this custom fib I got going on. It's like these custom fib lines on TradingView. Plus I switch it back and forth between the Ichimoku and the Super Trend. Um, it's really clean.
I like Super Trend too, on pretty much every platform. And it's a little cheesy, but I do like it. There's this other one that I use. It's like Chandelier Stops, I think is what it's called. And it's really good for setting stop losses, as long as like it's confirmed, you know.
You know the ATR indicator? Do you like that one?
Yeah, okay, so I know it and I understand what it's supposed to do, but I can't really get it through my head like how to read it.
It's just a little bit of math. If you watch a quick video on it, you'll understand it real
I
quick.
did. I
Okay.
did. And it's like, and I'm like, I went, oh, I have to do math with the indicator? Like, can't we just make the indicator do the math for me? Like, I don't really, like, why? No.
Well, I mean,
I get it. So, like, if I, if I pull the indicator back, if I, zoom out and I can see that, like the ATR is low, I understand that, but I have to zoom out in order for it to mean anything to me or just remember the number.
and I would love to hear a TA on the ATR indicator myself, just because I've watched videos about it myself, and I'm still a little bit skeptical about exactly the precise strategy. And I know the videos I was watching were basically for stocks, like really powerful.
Yeah, they use it a
stocks.
lot in futures. And it's okay. So, like, when the ATR goes down, then there's going to be a movement.
Well, I mean, what would you guys say? Do you think you would use that, and I think you do. You take whatever point, whatever number it's at, and I think you divide it by 2, and for the
I thought it was 1.5.
Oh well, in crypto, I believe it's point. I think it's 2, and and your stop loss would be half of that. It's something to that effect. I don't quote me on that, but it's been a while since I really used.
See, yeah, I didn't read about it for stop loss. It was to like mark like momentum moves essentially. Like, so you're supposed to do it on the weekly or at the very smallest the daily, and then like zoom out and you mark like what it's the lowest ATR is. And so I just draw a line because I need to look at it now, in progress. I need to be able to see where it was supposed to be. And there was something about like the price is 1.5 times the ATR. And I don't know. That, which obviously doesn't make any sense if you're talking about like, $14,000 NASDAQ, the ATR isn't gonna,
Right.
you know what I mean? So I was like, I'm busting out on this. I cannot digest this mentally at the
Where
moment.
did you get your TA on that from? Did you get? I don't suppose maybe the trading channel.
No. It was on YouTube.
Yeah. That's where I watched the trading channel, and dude did a ATR breakdown, and he's a stock trader, and he's a a forex trader, but his shit's clean. And I really enjoy his very simple TAs and his trading analysis. It's really fun.
Yeah, I guarantee you I've watched that. Yeah, I'll have to see, because I usually, if I really like the way that they explain something or I get it, I'll immediately just subscribe to the channel. But I won't so then I'll see a bunch of videos and be like, ooh, I want to know about that and I want to know about that. And it's like, that's great. I can't do it all at one time, because that's how I don't learn anything. Like, I cram so much information in my brain like so rapidly that I forget like
I bet half the people in here
30%
feel
of
that
it.
way.
And then it's like now there's too much there, and it's not been like sorted in files, and I can't think straight. And I've blown my brain up just as many times as I've blown up my futures account, like a lot. Which I almost did again today.
Anybody got a
Didn't, though.
take on this indicator, the ATR? I'd love to hear another opinion about this indicator because I think I understand it, but I know I don't. And so it'd be nice if someone, puts me in my place on this thing. Everyone's like, shit, man, we're crypto traders. We don't fuck with that thing.
Right.
Stock shit, man. Get out of here.
Somebody will come in. But I mean, it's not, though. ATR can be used for anything.
I think the most accomplished stock traders and or forex traders use that indicator, but you'll notice some of the most accomplished crypto traders tend to leave it off of their screen. It's I don't know why that is.
Well, there's certain indicators that I think works better for stocks, and different ones work. It just depends on what you're trading, like what indicators you want to use, and then how you're trading it. Like if I'm looking to put some stocks in long term, then I'm going to use different indicators than what I would if I was day trading or swing trading or trading crypto. And then if I'm going short or long, like on crypto, that's completely different. So like if I want to trade for like a long,
You cut out us.
oh, so if I was going to trade for a long period, holding for a long period of time, I would zoom out.
Hell yeah. Yeah,
oh my God!
I do my trades on the 4 hour, and then I'll zoom down to I'll go down to like the freaking 1 hour and the freaking 15 and shit like that. But I mainly play off of that 4, 15, whatever.
I'm like the 1 hour and the 15, but I don't like to hold anything.
I feel like the 4 hours just so clean. I'm always what's the word? I'm always attracted to it for some reason. The 4 hour just gives me my most successful trades whenever I play off of the 15 and then come down to a lower time frame.
I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna put that in like one of my.
It's very specific though. The trading strategies, especially with the trading channel, the strategies that I've learned from the trading channel, and that's what he does. He starts on the 4 hour and then he comes down to the 1 hour, and then.
Because see, I started at the daily. Even though I've seen it from the day before, I started the daily, just to kind of refresh, and then I come into like the 1 hour and the 15. And I don't trade off the daily and the 1 hour. I trade off the 15, and then I manage it from like the 1 minute essentially. I can go to the 5, but the 5's not giving me an immediate future. So like, I pretty much trade off the 1 minute. But
you would love the Reels YouTube then. Boys, we got like 30-second candles up, or your 1 second candles.
Yeah, I've done when I got like really into something, I've done 30-second candles for sure. Like, okay, so and that's what I kind of thought the ATR was supposed to be, was like, the average true range in between each candle, right? And so that's what I thought they were supposed to be, and I have a feeling I'm completely wrong, but but I mean it's kind of like sometimes it does line up where it looks like that. So I don't know. I just kind of was looking for patterns in it. But like if I see like a pretty good sized gap in my moving averages, I will totally trade between the 8 and the 21 day 3 times, like up and then back down again and then back up again. I will do it for $20 a contract. I don't care. Like, because it's a sure thing. Like it's way more sure than waiting for it to go 10 ticks down, right? Maybe it does go 10 ticks, but doubt it.
Yeah, I think if you use the ATR, you got to put it on like the 14, or else you're gonna be making, your reads are gonna be off. You got to be, if like you said, you use some of the lower time. You're not using like a week, or you're not really choosing to trade on the daily. So I mean, if you put it on the 14 length, I think it will be at least a little more better readable at that point. It's pretty wild.
The way that guy said it was like to read your ATR on the weekly, and then
Mm-hmm.
I guess draw in from there.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah, absolutely. That would be a great idea too. Just start.
because I
something
drew lines
small.
on crude oil on the ATR, like just
trading
doing
crude
what he
oil.
said, huh?
So you're trading crude oil?
Yeah. Actually, I'd make the most and lose the most on crude oil.
Well, that's what's up.
Yeah, I'm locking myself into micros here for the next week because I do not need to pay for another.
What do you guys make of this upswing after this downtrend? Anything? I noticed we're starting to my EMA ribbon's starting to squeeze outwards, and we're under it, so it's signaling a downtrend here, and I have very strong resistance above.
Are you talking about crypto?
Yeah. Big, actually, you know what? I'm on a different coin than I thought.
Because it pushed up a little bit this morning and it faked me out, and it kind of pissed me off. I'm really glad to see it coming back up now because I took it seriously.
Binance BTC. Oh yeah. I think we definitely about what's that, about 15 30 minutes ago we hit the top, and then we were starting to trend down, and that has been playing out every time we wick up into my EMA ribbon, and we wick off at the bottom. We never come up and retouch. I mean, so I think we have a little bit more of a downtrend to deal with here, but it's going to be wild to see how this plays out. It's been some wild patterns. I mean, usually, in that uptrend, everything was very clean, very precise, because I use the zigzag on my my fibs and my EMA ribbons, so everything kind of stands out to me like bread and butter. But we last time we came down, we never hit my 40.750. So I'm wondering if we do have another test of that 4750 ahead of us, and goddamn, if we drop below that and close the one of these like 4-hour candles below that fucker, I think we're gonna come. I gotta wonder if we're not gonna come back down to that 39,600 range.
Well, that's what I thought, and I spent some real time on a chart on Sunday, and so far, like, when I was done with it, like, I drew, little arrows because I like to draw, and it's followed it kind of tight, actually a little high, for the last couple of days, and then it dipped below my line. But if it does like anywhere close to it, and now it's on that fan line, it really should continue to go back up over the next week, but not by a lot, like it's still in the 42, 43 range. So like my worst case scenario, what's today?
Worst case scenario. Okay. And you know what? I gotta say, we did wick up to my retracement line at 40. After we touched that 4750, we came the whole way up to touch the very top of my retracement line at 42,590. And what happened? We wicked right back off of it, and we came down to test the bottom, but we never touched the bottom. So maybe we wick up and we do come back up above that 42,590. And if we do, we're going up to 42,720 ish.
Thank you for the XLM, Mike.
Oh, just paying you back.
Oh, okay. I forgot.
Pisket, I love your YouTube videos, brother.
Thank you.
No worries.
Oh, damn. I'm looking at the 4-hour, and just based on my fans, right? Until October 21st, or no, October 21st, October 2nd, we should remain in a mild uptrend. And when I say mild, I mean mild.
Until when?
Until minimum of October 2nd. Okay. So, in this trend could change anywhere between October 2nd and October 4th. So you got,
I notice all of the wicks. If you look at, don't cancel out the candle body. Cancel out the wicks, but look at the candle body. We touch every time we touch. We came up to retest, and then maybe we'll go sideways at that retracement line. But then we always come up and touch and make a candle in that range on the fibs, and then we come down, and let's say the candle body will hold. with no wick. I mean, next time we come up, if let's say we don't get a wick on the test, a fat candle body will bring us up to retest that top. And then when we come down to retest it again, especially if we never wick down below, we never touch every time. So it's interesting.
Jump in here real quick, fucking
Please.
Lord, you fucking faggot ass pussy bitch.
Hmm?
Come on, faggot, you fucking dildo bitch motherfucker.
Who you calling out, homeboy?
You bitch.
Who you calling
Come
out?
on, you fucking homo.
Hey, man, I got kids here. Shut the hell up.
You bitch.
Who the hell's he
Come
calling?
on, come the fuck in here, you pussy.
Who in?
Come on, Lord. You fucking faggot. Get in here, you big fucking dildo bitch.
Hey, lay off
Stop
the alcohol.
piping.
Lay off the alcohol, loser.
Come on.
Man, I got kids here, you stupid fucking idiot.
Yeah, Google Bitcoin on Discord, bro, and join that Discord because you're not going to be here very long. You keep it up. No? Oh, you use a dildo in your own ass. Yeah, okay. Yep. Yeah, keep it
Yeah,
up.
shove that dildo straight up your ass, you fucking bitch,
Yeah,
pussy.
Keep it up, pussy.
This ain't even Lord, but guess what? Shut the fuck up, you bitch.
All right. Screw this kid.
Yeah.
You're funny, dude.
Go fucking kill yourself.
No one's
Yeah,
listening.
you heard that.
No one's
Looks like we're gonna need a mod.
Shut up. Shut up.
This ain't Lord, so
Wow.
get that right.
Peach.
You ain't fucking nobody.
Sorry, did he say peach?
Dude, my girlfriend's mom actually did die of COVID. You're a douchebag.
What's a peach?
I can tell.
I don't give a fuck.
Hey! Whenever you grow back your
Straight hillbilly ass, go
Yeah,
fucking
no.
kill yourself.
Yeah, grow back them front two teeth, dickhead. Jesus Christ, you sound like you're fucking toothless.
Take the dildo out your fucking ass, you fucking.
Yeah, you know that's what happens.
Is that all you can say, dildo? Yeah, go take your broke ass elsewhere.
Yeah, keep that dildo in between out of your mouth.
Wait, what? Dildo in your mom's asshole? What?
The one you keep losing teeth with. Keep smacking it against your lips, weirdo.
Somebody needs
Getting jealous all these fucking quarters flying around. Take your hillbilly ass elsewhere.
Ask your girl how your fucking that dildo felt in her ass last night.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a good one. Wow.
Yeah, hammer me.
Yeah,
Hammer me. Do it.
Back.
I'll buy right back in just to call you all a bunch of fucking dildo faggot fucks. Fucking pussies.
That's not necessary, guys. Please play nice. I don't know. They seem to be fighting in general text, and they took it to voice, maybe.
In his
At least
profile,
he
it says
did.
he's freshly homeless, so I think that might answer some questions.
Well, I've said it. This is a public Discord. It's like walking to a public bathroom. Expect everything. I'm sorry if you have children listening to this. You should not have your children listening to this. This is a public Discord, so that means that it's not safe for children. It's not safe for work. If you decide to show up here and hang out here, it's at your own responsibility. There is no moderators here. It's basically a dictatorship of me, and I decide what happens here. I resort to you guys for a final decision, but like I don't think I need to resort to you with this much of an offense going on here. So I think I took, like, I don't know, whoever I heard was being too offensive, I took their speaking role. They can buy back in if they want. I don't care. I will take it back again if they become like ultimate dicks, basically, because if you read the rules to survive here, all you need to do is just don't be a dick. That's it.
Yeah, that was a little much.
Thanks, Biscuit.
Yeah, I guess they're arguing in the chat or something, and yeah.
Oh, I was merely making a suggestion that if they were to troll all the time, might as well learn how to write English properly. That's all I said.
I mean, it doesn't even really look like it was that serious of an argument. Maybe, I mean, at least not on your side anyway.
Maybe they wanted to try the hammer. I don't know.
That's what I thought for a minute. I thought that it was like a test. It was like, let's see who flips out and gets the hammer, right? Like, I was like, this isn't real. Especially when, and then when he said like, you know, would your mom die from COVID? Then I was like, all right, that's fucked up. That's not right.
Think about it, Goose. The internet is a fucked up place. You know. At the end of the
Most of
day,
us are okay
expect
with that.
everything.
I mean, my G. Kind of rude. It's not how you make friends, dude. It's not how you make friends.
Captain Kronos with the airdrops in general.
Pussy ass motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Still out your fucking ass, you fucking piece of shit. Go ahead, say something, Lord. Go ahead.
Who is this?
Ass motherfucker.
Who is speaking?
Yeah, you.
Meow.
Get some.
Meow.
Find myself right the fuck back in, you pussy.
You got a name or something? Introduce yourself.
Yeah, I got a name. It's fucking Ninja, bitch. Get some.
So Ninja, what's your problem?
Yeah, you are, you fucking faggot.
Yeah, do you mind using your inside voice words?
Nah, fuck you.
All right, that's
Fuck your
fair.
mom too, bitch.
What is the problem though? What can I do to make you feel better about the circumstance?
You can fucking kill yourself, you pussy.
Well, I mean, I would, but I like myself too much.
Yeah, well, fucking kill yourself. Same with you, Dream, you fucking faggot.
The boy doesn't stop, does he?
No, I don't stop.
Well, I mean,
get
it's
it.
your life. YOLO.
Come get it. I don't stop.
I
You're
don't
just
run
sucking
after
the
it.
life out of it, though. You're just sucking the life out of the chat. So, like, I wish it was entertaining, but it's not. It just seems weak.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna mute the guy. My concern is that if we're live.
Me too.
All right, good. I'll follow through on that.
Pussy ass bitches.
Yeah, it's not even constructive. It's too bad.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Dumb faggot motherfucker.
But if anybody cares, I do not mind any of this. I do not feel offended. No one bothers me, and I hope I haven't bothered anyone that matters.
I mean, I feel offended, so
Yeah,
I mean,
fuck
it's
you.
okay
Shut
if
up.
you do.
You're dumb.
That's just not my jam.
I feel offended. Oh, you're a fucking pussy if you feel offended. Fucking dumb dildo ass motherfuckers.
That's the one, the edumacation.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you tell him, Coley.
Shut the fuck up. Dickhead.
Okay.
How does it go? Anything can be a dildo if you're brave enough. Yeah, there you
Dude, half mil. That picture just giving me data. So if you like just click on his name, you can just mute him personally. And I think that might be the best way to deal with this dude, because he can just sit there and talk to himself all he wants and he's not affecting anybody, because that's clearly his purpose. He just wants to upset people.
Amen.
I think he's just naturally upset and he believes that that's how everybody else should feel. That needs to look inwards is all I'm saying.
I don't want to make any assumptions about his mental health, but I'm just not going to take part in it. That's not constructive. I'm not learning. I'm not making money.
You're a dumb cunt. Shut
You're
up.
certainly not paid for it.
True story.
There, I learned another word other
When other
than
people's
dildo.
opinions pay my
Right
bill,
there.
I'll listen to them.
Still don't listen.
That made me laugh.
Yeah, you ain't fucking nobody.
Well, Biscuit wanted to try to hammer, so here we go. That was a nice little event there.
Yeah, Dark did get caught in that. That sucks. What you need, Dark? You got 5 Doge, right?
Yeah, you got $1.
Well, the place was okay for like 48 hours. Ooh.
So you're trying to tell me it's not going to go down like what Ninja said?
Nah, Dream's a fucking pussy ass bitch.
Not talking about you, Ninja. I'm talking about
Nah,
Poplar.
Dream's a fucking pussy ass bitch.
I don't even know who
Won't see
Dream
me
is.
outside of the fucking internet though. Fucking faggot.
Who's Dream?
Or whatever that fucking bullshit ass shit is. Pussy won't come see me outside though.
YouTuber that plays Minecraft
On
or
some
something?
real shit. I'll give you my address, 9101
Dream
New
is in the
Falls Road.
general.
Come
His
see
name
pussy.
is spelled with all kinds of crazy stuff.
Oh.
Almost like
that
at first I
is
thought it
hard
said
to spell.
preach or
9101
prawn
New
or
Falls
something, and
Road.
then I was like, oh, that's what that says. Oh, I
And
see it now.
The E is backwards, and the M is like characters instead of letters.
Can you just make the first letter an actual letter so we can like tag you or shit?
Yeah, I was just thinking of that. I was like, man, what am I gonna have to push to tag him in something?
Come see me, pussy, anytime. I'm in Pennsylvania.
You're in Pennsylvania?
Any fucking time. Pennsylvania, 1901.
Where you at?
9101 New Falls Road, Pennsylvania,
No,
Levittown, PA.
I'm
Come
kidding.
fucking see me.
I am in
Any
Pennsylvania.
fucking time, you pussy.
Hey, Bubba, private message me, man. I'm in PA.
Nah. Any
Hey,
fucking
Bubba.
time. It's everywhere.
You have
All
better
over the
things to
fucking
do with
place.
your
Come see
time.
me.
That's private
Come see me. Any fucking
private
time.
message you. How about that? Okay. Where you at? Central
It's
Pennsylvania?
everywhere.
I
It's
thought
all
we
over.
were gonna look up some indicators here. We got distracted by this douchebag.
I'm muting him now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Go, guys. Go
I'm gonna
sort it out in
mute
your
him.
private
I'm muting him
messages.
now.
Come see me any fucking time, you fucking pussy ass bitch. I ain't scared of any single fucking one of yous.
Okay. That's
okay, dude.
Are we on YouTube yet?
No, we're not.
Thank
Phew.
God.
That would have